In gardening, do I cut my perennials back in the fall? Do I cut them back in the spring? There's not really a right answer. You can do either, but there are compelling reasons to do both. For example, if you're a gardener and you have a lot to do in the spring, you may want to think about doing it in the fall because it tends to be a slower time in the garden after you've got the transplanting done. If you've had insect or disease problems, by all means, if nothing else, do those plants. Clear that foliage out because those diseases and the insect egg masses can well overwinter and be ready to affect your plants the following spring. If you just like it neat and tidy like me, go ahead and do it in the fall, and then you don't have to think about it over the course of the winter. The reasons for doing it in the spring, and even I like certain things left up, certain things like candy tuft and Virginia have evergreen foliage that's really nice in the winter snow. If you have wildlife and birds and you have things like this, if you have prairie plants like this black-eyed Susan that have these wonderful seed heads, what's better in the winter than to look out in your garden in a snowstorm and see the finches perched up here picking those seed heads out? They're really going to appreciate that. Things like the ornamental grasses, you almost always leave up because that movement in the wind in the winter landscaping is really nice. So once you've made the decision, whether it's spring or whether it's fall, just have a good sharp pair of pruners and be prepared to go in, and always try and cut the plants as close to the ground as possible. You may want to leave a little bit of a stub so you know exactly where the plant is so that you don't put a spade through it next spring. Otherwise, it's as simple as cut it and throw, and you're done with your garden.